Hello, all. This is Rima and Samir is also in this call. Welcome to my channel. And today we will learn about the Excel Advanced command. So for that, let me create one Excel file and then I'll explain you how we can use the Excel command in our daily process, like whatever process we are going to automate in that process. If there is like Excel operation which we have to do, so in that case, we have to use Excel Advanced command, which is available in this automation anywhere. So I'll tell you like how we can use those each command in our Excel file, right? So for that, let me create one Excel file. Yeah. So these two files are already created. I'll open one by one. And so this is already created. Here sheet 1 is mentioned. Let me delete this sheet. Yeah. And I'm just renaming this sheet 1 to the file name. Like file name is table 1. So I'm putting this one, sheet name as a table 1. And then just opening the another file, table 2. Yeah. So here also like I'll change the tab name, this one. So I'll put the name as table 2. I'm deleting the extra sheet. Yeah. So let me go to the automation anywhere tool. So we create one process, one bot here, and I'll put the name as Excel Advanced command. Okay, I'll change the folder directory also. I'm saving this bot inside this bots folder. Click on the create and edit. And then, so basically I have to perform operation on Excel file. So for that, as I told you, there's one Excel advanced command is available here. So that I will use. So what I want to do in that Excel file, that also I will tell you. Okay. So first, like I'll go one by one command. So I want to open that first. I want to open this table 1 file. This table 1 file I want to open. So for that, we have one command to open the file, Excel file. So there's one open command is available inside this Excel advanced. I'll go here. And there's a open. You can also double click on this command. I'll go in list view. And here, I'll browse this file. Table 1. Okay. And as you know, like this file contain headers. So if this file contain headers, so in that case, I'll select this option. And also suppose if I want to like get all the data from this Excel file, so in that case, I'll also mention like I can add this sheet name, the tab name in this command. Like what is the tab name here? Table 1. So I'll use the same sheet name and I'll mention here table 1. And I'll choose this read write mode. If I'll choose this mode, in that case, like we can perform read operation also in that Excel file, and we can perform write option also on that Excel file. So as you know, like like my file having like there's no password applied on that file, so I will not select this session. And then here, so this is very important: local session, global session, and variable. So if I'll use this local session here, so we can access this Excel file only inside this bot. And suppose if I'll use this global session, so in that case, we can access this file in another bot also, in their child bot also. So right now I'm using this local session only. And suppose if you want to store that session name in any variable, and if you want to pass that variable here, so that also we can do. So right now I'm just hard coding that local session value here. Okay. And then after, what I want to do, as I told you, I want to get all the data from this table one, and I want to store this data in one table variable. Okay. So for that, I want to get all the records. So here, if you can see, you can search also get cells, get all cells. Okay. So we have one command available here, get all cells. So I'll go, sorry.
I think this is not Excel Advanced.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, this is. So here, if you can see, get multiple cells. So I'll choose this one. So here it is asking if you want to select all the row. Okay, if you want to get records from all the row, and if you want to select a specific row, and if you want to select a range from that like Excel file. So for me, like I want to get all the rows, so that's why I will select all the row. If I select this specific row, in that case we have to pass that number, the row number here. Like suppose if you want to get the row number 2 and 3, in that case you can pass 2 here and 3 here. So in that case, it will get all the records from second row and third row, and it will store that data in table variable. Okay, so for that we have to create here table. Okay, and the third option is cell range. Suppose if you want to get the data from, like suppose A2 to A3 only, so A2 to C3 only. In that case, you can pass directly A2 to C3 here, A2 and C3 here. So in that case, it will only select that particular value, and it will save that, store that value, like that data in the table variable. But for me, I want to get all the records which is available in the Excel file. So I'll select this one. Okay, and I'll use the same session name which I passed here while opening the file. So I'll go here, I'll copy this session name, and here I'll paste the same value. And where I as we are getting all the records from that Excel file, then I will store those record in table variable. So create one table variable. See, I'm creating one table variable here, Excel sheet T1. Okay, so this will be our table variable. If you can see here, this data type of this variable is table. Okay, I'm creating and selected this one. And then after, once this is done, this value from that Excel file is stored in this table variable. So I just want to close this Excel file. So how we can close this Excel file? So for that, we can use close command. Yeah, and I'll put the same session name here also. Okay. Yeah. So now suppose if you want to display value of this one, like A3, then how we can display from their data table? So that I will tell you in message box. Let me display that value from that table variable. Okay. Message. Double click on that action, or here press F2.
We can have that record variable here, right?
Yeah. So here I'll select this variable. Yeah. So here it is asking, like as I told you, like I want to get A2 value. The value Sandeep is stored at A3. So I want to get this value. I want to display this value. So what we can do here, as the Excel file in this automation 360, our row index is starting from 0 only. So we cannot change this one, like it start from 0. That means A headers means like this is our 0 column, this is our 0, and this is our 1. So what I want 0, 3, 0, 2, sorry, 0, 2. So I'll put here 0, and if you want to put the index value here, that also we can put. If you want to put the byte name, so that also we can put here. The name also we can put here. So right now I want to put 0, and the row value will be 2.
3. Also 0, 1, 2, yes.
Yes. So because it is starting from 0 only, so that's why like here I want to get A3 cell, right? I want to get this value. So it will start from 0, 1, and 2. Let me insert this value here. Let's see what we can get. And I'm running this file. Let me close all this Excel file which is open right now. Yeah. So it is coming soon. Let me check why it is coming soon. Okay. So it is coming soon right now.
Because it has header 0, 1, 2.
Oh, I count that one the header part. That's why it is coming, because we had already selected the header in that when we were opening that Excel file, right? So the count will be start from this one 0, 1, 2. Yeah.
2.
Yeah. So if I'll not select header from this open command, let me go there. Yeah. So if I'll not select header from this one, if I'll not select header, then let's see what result we will get. Suppose I want to get, I'll use the same table. I'll use the same value here, 2, 0 only. Then let's see what value we will get without selecting the headers. So now it is coming Sandeep. That means, yeah. If I select header, that means our index value will be start from the second row. Okay, that the second row will be 0, 0 position. And if you want to include, if you want to exclude that header, so in that case, your second row will be 0 position. If you want to exclude that header, then your 0 position will be your first row.
Right.
Yeah. Let me move to the another command of this Excel. Yeah. So let me move the other. So I'll use this one, this command. Let me go one by one and just disable this one. And what is the meaning of append workbook here? So what it is saying, appends all worksheet from a specific workbook to the current workbook. This action works in like, so what it is saying, so suppose this workbook is already open, okay, and I want to add all the worksheet from this table 2 in the table 1. So let me let me check like if it will append or not. Okay, so I'm creating one more sheet here. I'll change the name. Okay, and I'm just adding some random value here. I'll save here. So as you can see in this table 2 Excel file, there's a 2 tabs, table 2 and table 2 new. So what I want to do by using this append command, So I want to add, I want to add all this sheet which is available here in this Excel file, the table one, the other file. I want to add all this, append all the sheet which is available in table 2 in table 1. For that, we can use this append workbook command. So how it works? So for this one, we have to open this Excel file. Okay, so table 1, this Excel file should be open here before appending this workbook. And let me disable this one. Yeah. So, and here we have to pass the path, from which file you want to append. So I want to append from this table 2. So this path I will pass in that command. Let me copy this path. Yeah. I'll go here and then I'll paste the value. Delete double quote from this path. Yeah. And so what it will do, first it will open this Excel file, okay? The main Excel file, it will open, and it will open the second Excel file from which if we want to append this worksheet and in this Excel file, okay? So we'll use this command. So let's see it will append or not.
And the session name has to be same for both the
Yes.
Excel files?
Yes, yes. So first it will open table 1, now table 2 open, it appended. Let's see the result by opening that Excel file. Let me open this one. In table 2, there was two sheets, right? Table 2 and table 2 new. Now you can see it appended both sheets from that Excel file to this Excel file. Okay.
Got it.
Okay. So I'm closing this one. Let's move to the another command. Okay. So now we know by using this append workbook how it works if you are using this one, right? Let's move to this one. Okay. So by using this command, what it will do, appends a worksheet from a specific workbook to the current work. Like right now, when we use this workbook, so by using this one, we are appending all the workbook, which is worksheet which is available on this workbook, right? But by using this command, we can only specify that I want to append this particular, if that any Excel file contains 3 or 4 tabs, right? More than one tab. So I want to add only one tab from that Excel file to the another Excel file. So for that, we can use this command. We can specify the sheet name here. So by using this one, we cannot append all the sheets from this Excel file, which is available in the table 2. So let me delete from the table 2. I'll delete the new sheet which is added. I'm deleting this one so that I can show you the differences between both of the commands. And let me copy this name. I want to add only this sheet from that Excel file which is available in table 2. So I'll delete this one from this Excel file. Okay, let me save this one. And here I want to enter worksheet name. Okay, so I'll paste this one. And what is the desktop file path? So I'll put that one also here. So I'll put the path for this one, table 2. Because this sheet is available in this table 2 only, right? So what I want to do, I want to append this particular sheet from this Excel file to this Excel file, right? Table 1. Let me disable this one. Yeah. Okay, let me run this bot.
And this is adding it to the table 1 due to the session name of default, right? If we would have provided the different session name,
then it
and
will
there
not
might
work.
be 2 Excel. Okay.
So see, it added that particular sheet in that Excel file, right?
Right. In table 1.
Yeah. And this one, it is added. Okay.
Right.
So let's move to the other. Now you know like what is this difference between the both commands, right?
Got it.
Okay. So what is the next command here? Convert Excel to PDF. Okay. So if I'm using this command, so suppose if you have any Excel file, if you want to convert that Excel file into like a PDF file, so in that case, you can use this create workbook. Like it will not create, convert Excel to the PDF. This one. Yeah. So by using this command, you can convert your Excel to the PDF. So it is asking here by using this command, it is asking if you want to convert in our table 1 Excel file, there was like 2 sheets, 2 tabs were there, right? So if you want to convert both sheets in the PDF file, or if you want to like suppose sheet 1 is active there in that Excel file. So if you want to convert that like particular tab in PDF, so that also option is available here. Or also if you want to specify the sheet name, particular sheet name I want to convert in PDF file, so that also we can choose from this option. So right now what I want to do, I want to convert, like there's a 2 tabs available in that Excel file. So I want to convert both tab in PDF file. So for that I'll choose this one. Okay. And here we have to provide the what will be the PDF file name once it will convert from Excel. So what I'm just putting the name.
Convert.pdf.
Right. No. We are not passing here extension right now. I'm just putting the name of that file. After that, we'll pass the dot extension. Okay. Dot PDF. Okay. So and where I want to store that particular PDF file, so that path also I will pass. So I'm using the same location. Okay. So here I want to store that PDF file, and suppose this PDF is already there at that location. So for that you can choose this one, the override existing file. So what it will do, it will override that file. Okay. If there's no file, there's like if you want to like create a new file there, if you don't want to override, then we can choose this option. So I'm choosing this option, and session name is as usual, like I already passed this one. Default. Let me disable the first line and the close line. Let me see what like error we will get, right? I'm just disabling this one. Let's see. It will convert that Excel file into PDF or not. Okay. Yeah. See what it is saying. Unable to find any open session default. Okay. So like what is the meaning of this error, that I will tell you. So if you are performing any operation in any Excel file, then in that case, that Excel file should be open. Like that session should be open there. Then only we can perform any operation on that Excel file. So for this, what we have to do, we have to open that session for that Excel file. So I will enable this both command. Okay. So now I'm running this one. Okay. The bot has run successfully. Let's see it is converted or not. Both sheet. See, convert PDF file. Okay. I'll open this one and see the tab 1 data here and tab 2 data is here. Okay. it converted that Excel file, and that Excel file contains 2 sheets, so that's why it's converted into 2 files. See, there's a 2 pages. Okay, so let's move to the another one. Yeah, so by using this one, if you want to create any workbook, so for that you can use this command. Okay, so what it will do, it will create an Excel workbook. This Excel works on on this kind of formats like XLS, like macro, and XLM, CSV files, TXT files. By using this one, you can create one workbook. Okay, and the next command is worksheet. So like workbook means it will create a file, Excel file. And worksheet means like it will create a tab in that Excel file, any Excel file. Okay, so by using these 2 commands.
Like sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3.
Right, by using this create worksheet. Okay, so let me create any Excel file there. Let me create one Excel file here. Required to, okay, so I'm passing the path here, and then it will create a file with this name. Okay, and dot XLS, I'm passing this extension here. Okay, sheet name is optional here. If you want to pass the sheet name also here, then also that you can pass here. And also suppose if you want to protect your Excel file which you are going to create, so for that you can pass here your credentials. Okay, and create a session. So I'll create a session here, default. Okay, I'll create a session here, default. Let me disable this one. So see, file is created here. Okay, file is created here. Okay. Okay. So let's move to the another one. So create worksheet. What it will do? Okay. So suppose if you want to like create any worksheet in any Excel file which is already there in your system, on your system. So in that Excel file, if you want to create any sheet, so that also you can create by using this create command. Okay. So suppose if I want to okay, so suppose I want to create a new tab, new sheet there, and that name will be like suppose sheet 5. Okay, so you can use this name also here, and then it will create within this name. Okay, and you can pass this like session name here. For that, I'll use this one. I'll enable this one.
For that, I think so there should already be an Excel file has to be there in which it will create a worksheet, right?
Right. Let me check that file.
Table 1. Sheet 5.
Okay, it is created. Okay.
And suppose that if is it possible, please open the sheet table 1.
Okay.
Open it. Is it possible that if I have to create sheet 5 at the last, suppose it has to be in that order, table 1, table 2 new, and then sheet 5?
Let me check here. There is one more option is available, index. Okay. Create sheet by. Okay. So I want to create a sheet by 3. Let me check it will work or not, whatever you are asking by using this index value. And yeah, I'm running this one. I'll execute this one and let's see. It is creating after 3 index.
In this case, we have not given the name.
Right, we have not given any name in that case.
It will take name by default.
Right.
It has taken the
Sheet
name
1.
by default.
Yeah, sheet 1. After 3 index, because it is starting from 1, 2, and 3, so it is created here. And it, like it taken the by default name, because sheet 1 is not. And as you know, like whenever you are going to create any Excel file, then by default it will the name sheet start from the sheet 1, then sheet 2, and sheet 3, right?
Yes, got it.
Okay. So by using the delete cell, we can delete any cell from this Excel file, any Excel file. Okay. And how we can do that? So disable this one. Okay. So by using like delete the value of a specific cell of any Excel file worksheet. Okay. So in suppose if I want to delete a data, a cell value from like this table 1. From this sheet, I'll copy the sheet name. From this sheet, I want to delete this one. Okay.
A2.
Yeah. So how we can do that? So by using this command, we can do that. So here, like we can use this active cell also. Suppose my I already pointed out this cell, right? Right now my cursor is on this one. This cell is already activated. Okay. So if I'll close this one, I'm closing this file, and I'm using this active cell command. And let's see like what it will do. And here like there's a lots of commands are like features are available. If you want to delete, shift cell left, right, means like if you want to shift that particular cell left, in that case you can choose this one. And if you want to like delete, like if you want to shift that particular cell up, that also you can select this one. And if you want to delete entire row, in that case you can select this one. And if you want to like that is already activated, right? If you want to select like delete that column which is this cell is already activated, so that for that you can select this one. Right now I want to delete entire row. Okay, so I'll choose this one. Let me run this one.
Active cell will be done
Again,
by that. Where is your cursor right now?
right, where my cursor was
That's
pointing. Okay, so let me open this one. Yeah.
Does it delete it?
What was the name at the nation? I
Samir,
forgot that
I
one.
think Samir was the name.
Okay, let me highlight this one and let me check now. Okay, Sandeep, there's no Sandeep, like only one Sandeep is available here, and my cursor is here. Okay, okay. Table 1. Okay, I think we haven't passed this sheet name here. That's why we haven't selected the sheet name when we were opening this file. No, it is already there, I think. And let me disable this close command so that we can see the action. Okay, entire row. Okay, it will delete the entire row. Yeah, it deleted. That time also it was deleted, but we haven't checked that one, like what was the name at that particular cell. So that's why. Okay, so it is working. So as of now in today's session, like we have covered this many of command like append workbook, append worksheet, convert Excel to the PDF, create workbook, create worksheet, and delete cell. In next session, we'll cover these many commands which is available in this Excel file. Okay, Excel command. These are the all features are available. So we'll cover each and one by one in next session. Okay, for as of now, we are closing this session here. And thanks for the
Okay.
watching this video.